evening, September 23rd, continuation of questions by African Intelligentsia.
Yesterday,
Last question. Yesterday, you remember? What is our beginning today? Why are we existing?
Very good question.
Yes.
That I've already answered, that there is no beginning. Because we are part and parcel of God. God is ever existing. Therefore, his parts and parcels are also ever existing. There is no beginning. We are taking into account of beginning because we have got this material body. The material body has beginning. Just like this material body is taken into account when it is born. But the spirit soul is ever existing. The beginning means the beginning of this material body. The spirit soul has no beginning, no end. That's why in this present life you can realize that, as I explained yesterday, that you had a body of babyhood, and then you had a body of boyhood, now you have got a body of youthhood. The body is changing, but you are the same. You can remember when you were playing with other children, your childish body. The same you, who is still existing in this body, he was in that childhood body. Similarly, when you get old, old means your body gets old. Just like I'm an old man, I can remember my childhood, I can remember my youthhood. So this soul is existing, but the body is changed. Therefore the soul existed before getting this body, and soul continued to exist after annihilation of this body. Is it clear? Therefore the soul is ever existing. There is no beginning, no end. The end and beginning is calculated in terms of this body, material body. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly stated there that this change of body is going on, so when this body will be changed, tatha dehantaram prapti, antaram, another. After giving up this body, the soul gets another body, dehantaram. Dhiras tattva namuyati. Those who are sober, those who are educated, intelligent, they do not build. They know that this soul has now left this body and it has gone to another body. Just like if I leave this apartment, any one of you will understand that I have gone to another apartment. That's not, because I have left this apartment, it does not mean that I am no longer existing. This is the position of the soul. We can experiment or verify this knowledge even in this life. The same example, that I was existing in my childhood body, I was existing in my boyhood body, I was existing in my youthhood body. The body is changing, but I am there. So, I will exist when this body is changed. Is there any difficulty to understand?
How one will then exist when you are dead.
After the body still exists?
Exactly the same way, when your childhood body is no longer, how you are existing?
But I think I need the same soul I had while I was a child, right?
Well, after all, at the present moment, you haven't got your childhood body. Similarly, when you will not have this body, why not another body? What is the difficulty? You have got experience in this life that you are existing in your body when it was baby. Just like this child, when he will grow up, the father, mother will not cry or lament, oh, where is my son, where is my son? He knows that my son has got another body, but he is existing. Therefore, the very word is used, dhīras tattva namuyati. Dhīra. Dhīra means those who are sober, cool-headed. Dhīras tattva namuyati. Exactly the same example, that these so many children there are, so when they will grow up, the mother will not lament. The mother knows that my child is there, the body has changed. Another example can be given that if somebody has seen a child, say 1-year-old child, and he is absent, it is my practical experience, one of my god brother, he left home when his child was 1 year old. And then after 25 or 30 years, his boy came to see him, he could not recognize him. Why? There is a change of body. One had to introduce his son. This is your son. Oh. Similarly, we are changing body, but the same son, he could not recognize. There are many instances. Just like there is a story of Srila Prabhupada. You know, the father killed his boy. They did not know, their father and son, and they fought. And when the boy was killed, then his father knew, oh, he's my son. आइए बैठ. The body is changing, but the soul is there. Why Rostam lamented for killing his child? Because he could not recognize that he was my child. I could not, because he was long away from home. So he killed his child. This is very simple fact. Try to understand, this is the first beginning of spiritual education. Unless one understands that spirit soul is everlasting, nitya sastatoyam na hannate hannamane sarire. That is the description in the Bhagavad Gita, that the spirit soul is eternal. It does not annihilate after the annihilation of this body. And this spirit soul has no beginning. The spirit soul is part and parcel of God. As God is ever existing, similarly the spirit soul is ever existing. Just like as the sun is existing, the sun sign is also existing. The example of the spirit soul is like the molecular parts in the sun sign. The sun sign is combination of so many atomic shining particles. This is scientific. They are different. The sun shining particles, they are different. But because they are combined together, everything is atomic combination. In water also, in land also. Similarly, the sun sign is combination of molecules, shining molecular parts. So, as the sun is existing, the sun sign is also existing. Similarly, as God is existing, the part and parcel of God, shining particles, spirit soul, they are also existing. They are also existing. Just clear this point, any one of you. First of all, clear this point. That is the first step for advancing in spiritual education. What is the difficulty in understanding?
The only difficult, when I die in problem,
You don't die, that is my proposition.
my form
Body
dies.
dies, yes.
Eh,
That's like if you change his death.
now the soul will be given to somebody else, probably. Is that what you say?
The soul will be given to somebody else? After it leaves this body, the soul is given to somebody else?
Yes. Somebody else that I have explained. Karmana devanetrena jantat diha vapatai. According to your karma, according to your desire, karma means desire. At the time of your death, if your desire will create a situation, mental situation. That's like a businessman always thinking of his business. A thief is always planning how to steal. A professor is always thinking how to make a solution of the mathematical problem. Everyone has got different concepts. So, at the time of death, the consciousness created by you, by your present activities, will carry you to similar body. The example is given just like air flowing through a rose garden, it carries very nice flavor. Similarly, the air passing through filthy place, it carries very bad smell. Is it not? Similarly, the mind, intelligence and ego is very subtle, subtler than the air. It carries a subtle consciousness, and that creates another death. The soul is carried by that consciousness and put into the womb of a particular type of mother through the seminar of the father, and the soul grows born in the womb of the mother. Just like a tiger grows the tiger body, a man grows a man's body, a hog grows a hog's body. The body is grown in the mother's body, and when it is complete, it comes out and begins its work. Therefore, this human form of life is a chance to understand his real position. In other life, other than human form of life, they are coming by nature's law, by evolution, transmigration. Evolution, Darwin's theory of evolution. By the process of evolution, just like there is evolution in human life, there are 4,000 species of human life. There are 8,400,000 species of different forms of life. So, other than human beings, there are 8 million forms. And in the human form of life, there are 4,000 human species of life. Therefore we find so many varieties. The two bodies will never coincide exactly, the different forms of life. So when one comes to the human form of life, never mind whether it is highly advanced civilized life or uncivilized life, the human form life has got a special privilege to understand his position. It doesn't matter whether he is European or American or Indian, a Brahmin or Shudra. These are of course bodily differentiation. But the human consciousness is there. Therefore, if we utilize this human consciousness and try to understand our constitutional position, what I am, and if I can understand that I am spirit soul, part and parcel of God, then my life is better. So, this understanding, this education is not hampered. It is not that only the Indian Brahmins will be able to understand and not the African will be able to understand. No, everyone will. Because that human consciousness is there. So, my request to you African people is that you are now growing nation, to try to grow from the solid basic principles of life, understanding by a spiritual understanding. then your life will be very much successful. Will be an example in the world. At the present moment, people are degrading. Degrading in this sense that instead of understanding his spiritual basis of life, they are understanding on the material basis of life, which is no. He is not this body. But we are trying to adjust things on this bodily concept of life. The United Nations, they are trying to adjust things, but the basic mistake is there that all the people assembled there, they are in bodily concept. Therefore they cannot make any solution. And actually it has happened. They are trying for so many years, but because they are in bodily concept of life, according to Bhagavad, they are all assets. Dasat buddhi kunapeti dhatuke sadhik kalatra disubhoma ijjati jatirtha buddhi salilena karhichet janesu avijnesu saiva gokhar. Person, dasatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuke. Kunapeti, this is a bag of three elements, copper, pitta, vata. According to Ayurveda, this body is developed on three material principles: copper, pitta, vata, and air. Copper, pitta, vata. The Ayurvedic treatment is on these three principles. Their method of treatment is they can feel the pulse, and by the beating of the pulse, they can understand how these three elements are working. And on that principle, immediately there are formulas in the Ayurveda that if the pulse is beating like this, then the position of the body is like this. So they will inquire from you the symptoms, and if you say yes, then immediately they will prescribe it. That is Ayurvedic. So this body, we may not understand what is copper, pitta, vata, but we can understand it very easily that if you dissect this body, you will find some mucus, some blood, some muscles, some bones, and so on. But does it mean that I have a combination of bone, muscles, blood, urine and stool? As such intelligence is coming from bones and biles and urine and stool? No. Therefore, anyone who is accepting this body as a self is an ass. Can you combine intelligence by combining the stool, urine and blood and bones and biles and mucus? Can you make a human intelligence? Is it possible?
No.
That's not possible. They are scientists, but if you analyze this body, you will find all these things. So these biles and the bones and the stool and urine and blood can be found outside of it. So if you combine them and produce an intelligence like a great scientist or great philosopher, that's not possible. Therefore, Bhagavad says, Jasatma buddhi kunapeti dhatu. If we accept this combination of these three dhatus as self, then we are nothing but air. Therefore, the first spiritual understanding is that we should try to understand that I am not this body. That is Vedic education. Aham Brahmasmi. Just to understand that I am not this body, I am spirit, soul, I am Brahma. And when you come to that understanding, then you actually become happy. Na sotati na kankati. Brahma Bhuta. When you come to that understanding of spirit, soul, then there is no more lamenting and no more hankering. We are embarrassed by two things. What we haven't got, we are simply hankering after it. Just like you, African people or our Indian people, they hankered after independence. They got independence. India has got independence. But where is the happiness? It was simply hankering. So long we serve in bodily concept of life, these two things, hankering and lamenting. Hankering after something which you do not possess, and lamenting after something which you have lost. So as soon as you come to the spiritual understanding, there is no more hankering and lamenting. This is the sign. Na sotati na kankati. Samasarvesu bhutesu. At that time one can see all people, all living entities equal. Universal brotherhood. That is the real platform. So they are trying to establish universal platform, brotherhood on the platform of these ashes understanding and this body. And how the ashes can make universal brotherhood? Is it possible? No, they cannot do. Ashes are ashes. Sarva khara. Khara means ashes. The Shastra Buddhi Gunavedi. The first of all, first education should be that for our students, formerly were sent to Gurukul to have the spiritual understanding, Brahmacharya, that I am not this birth, I am spirit soul. So where is the soul's activity? For us, throughout the whole world, the activity of soul can be seen in this Krishna consciousness movement. No bodily activity. This boy, Brahmananda Swami, his father has got very lucrative manufacturing culture. He is manufacturing the plastic boxes, very profitable business, but he has left his eldest son, very beloved son, pet son, but he has left. Why? Because he has come to the spiritual understanding. He has understood that has nothing to do with this material engagement. So unless people come to the spiritual understanding, there is no question of unitedness. It is simply bluff or impossible. It is not possible. The first education is to know yourself, what you are. Aham Brahma. I am the spirit soul. I am not this body. So is it clear that you are existing? a body change. Similarly, when this body will be changed, you will exist. What is the difficulty to understand? This simple fact. I am existing after changing so many bodies in this life. I was a child, I was a boy, I was a young man. So I am now an old man. So when I give up this body, why shall I not exist? What is the difficulty to understand? This is first understand.
If my real identity is spirit, soul, what do I look like? What do I really look like?
That you can understand by analogy. You look like with two hands and two heads, two legs and one head. Unless you have got a head, you have got two hands, you have got two legs, how this body has developed with hands and legs. This body is called dress. That's why if you go to a tailor, he immediately measures your hands and legs and makes your coat and shirt. Similarly, unless you have got hands and legs and head, how this head and legs and hands have come out? It is very difficult to understand what is your form. You can understand your form by the form of your dress. If this body is dress, then from the form of the dress you can understand your own form.
But very small?
Certainly. That is also described. That is 1/10,000th part of the tip of the head. Eshagra satavagasa satadha kalpitasya ja jiva bhavasa vijñaya sanantaya kalpate. Ananta, many, innumerable, unlimited number. Sanantaya kalpate. Nitya nityanam priyanam chetananam eka bhavanam vidadati kanam. These are Vedic injunctions. As we have got a spiritual body, very small, similarly the personality of Godhead, he has got a spiritual body. You are going? So there is no difficulty to understand your form. You are not formless. That cannot be.
So this spirit spark, this very small spark, has form.
Yes. That spirit spark is the microbic germ and in the elephant also. They have got different bodies, but the same spirit soul is there.
Now which is one of these two, body and spirit, makes probably good or bad activities? Is it body or soul?
Good and bad activities, they are, you have to follow. Just like in your state, there is law book. And in law book it is said, you do not do this. You do this. If you are doing, just like you are marching in your railway department. So there are what is called regulative books.
Regulation.
Regulation. Regulation books. So if you follow the regulation, that is good. If you don't follow the regulation, that is bad. That is the standard of good and bad. So as you have got in the railway department some regulative principles. So why not in the big, gigantic, universal state, some principles which is given by God. Therefore, in the Bhagavad it is stated, Dharmantu Sakshat Bhagavattamita. Religion means the regulative principles given by God. You cannot manufacture religion. Religion means regulative principles given by God. That is religion. Mr. Patel, is that all right? Regulative principles given by God is religion. Is there any defect in the definition?
I don't understand that.
Just like you have got a regulative principle given by your railway authority, is it not?
Yeah.
Similarly, the regulative principle which is given by God, that is called religion.
Which are these? Which are these?
That you find from the religious book. Just like in Christian religion book, the regulative principle is given, 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill. But if you are killing, then you are not Christian. You are violent. You are becoming sinful.
Is it also, dealing in Krishna's book or philosophy?
In any book, we are not doing it. Religion means regulative principles given by God. That is religion. Any religion you take, Christian religion, Hindu religion, Muslim religion, there are regulative principles. So if you follow the regulative principles, then you are following the orders of God, then you are religious. So religious, different types of religions are created according to time, circumstances and people. Just like in Christian religion, the first commandment is thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not kill. That means it was preached among certain classes of men who were engaged in matters of killing. Is it not? Otherwise, why this commandment? Thou shalt not kill. So there are different classes of men. Therefore we find different types of religion. Where there are men very high advanced who have nothing to do with killing. Their instruction is different. Their instruction is that try to understand that you are spirit soul, you are not this matter. And one who cannot understand this principle, the primary moral principles are taught, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not. So, this is also religious principle, that is also religious principle. Just like in pocket dictionary, this is called also dictionary. And the whoever have international dictionary, very big volume, that is also dictionary. But that dictionary is meant for a class of men, and this dictionary is meant for another class of men. But both of them are dictionary. Similarly, the different types of religious system is due to different types of men. But when you actually come to spiritual understanding, then you have to understand yourself. self-realization that you are not body, you are not matter, you are spirit soul. Mr. Shah just try to put some question. Let us try to understand this.
Weren't you asking also that which of these two creates good and bad activities, the body or the soul?
Well, I don't understand actually. Is whether it's body which make bad activities or good activities, or it's soul itself which decides to make these good activities or bad activities.
Body is the instrument. Just like I want to drink this water, so this tongue is the instrument to taste it. And when I taste this water, my thirstiness immediately gone. The tongue is the instrument of tasting this water. Similarly, if I desire some particular type of enjoyment, Krishna or God gives me a type of instrumental body, and I can enjoy it. The body is the instrument. The Sanskrit word is called Karan. Karan. Karan means doing. Karanena means by the instrument, by the body the instrument. So, we are given. God is so kind that if I desire to enjoy something, I can give you another example. You'll find that the hog, it eats stool, and it has got a different type of mouth. A tiger has got different type of mouth. A human being has got a different type of mouth. A different instrumental body. That body is offered by superior management. Doiva netrena. Doiva means superior or godly. Netrena by supervision. You are not the maker of your body. Is that right? Your body is made different, my body is made different, his body is different. Therefore I am not the maker of the body. I can desire that I want to enjoy this type of facilities. And God gives you a type of body to enjoy that facility.
So should one believe that when he's born a thief, he's born a murderer, he's born good, his soul which is born all this way?
Soul is always good. But, just like the example is, just like fire and the sparks of the fire. Fire is also fire, and the small sparks of the fire, they are also fire. Is it not? Fire, you have seen sparks of fire?
Yeah.
Are they not fire?
No, no.
But sometimes they fall out of the fire. And when it is out of the fire, it is no longer fire, it is extinguished. Is it not? You have seen in so many fireplaces, there are so many sparks. And as soon as the spark out of the fire, it is extinguished. A minute before it was fire, but as soon as it falls down, separated from the fire, it is no longer fire. It is fire, but the potency of fire, illumination is gone. Similarly, come on. Similarly, we are also fire. But as soon as we are separated from God, our that higher quality, illuminative quality is lost. The spiritual illuminative quality. But it can be revived. If that spark, that particle of coal or carbon, if it is again put into the fire, it will become fire. So by our desire to lord it over the material nature, we have come in this material world. And God has given us facility that you enjoy this material world to your best capacity. And we are doing that. That is hard struggle for existence. But we are not happy.
Even as you say that you have, I have soul just like an African is having a soul like nation, American and such. Now why then do we have, all these different minds or divisions by kidneys and religions?
That is the constitution of mind. It's just like mind. So you are sitting here, but others, they left. The mind dictates what is the use of sitting. You cannot utilize this situation. So that is the business of the mind. Accepting and rejecting. We sometimes accept something which we like, and we sometimes reject which we do not like. So that is the way of mind's constitution position is like that. Accepting and rejecting. And that we are doing. We are accepting so many things and rejecting again. This acceptance and rejection is going on perpetually, being controlled by the mind. But when you become controller of the mind, then your life is over. That is called, in Sanskrit word, Shami, Goshami. When at the present moment we are being controlled by the senses and the mind. And when you become actually the controller of the mind and senses, just like a gentleman has got good business and he has given all power to the manager. The manager has become so powerful that he is trying to control over the master. But if the master becomes strong and controls over the manager, then it is right. And if the master becomes indolent and is controlled by the manager, then it is dangerous. So at the present moment, in our material existence, we are being controlled by the manager, mind. That is explained in Bhagavad Gita. That you can make your mind friend and enemy. If you can train your mind, it becomes your friend, so that you can come to Krishna consciousness and become liberated. And if you train your mind in such a way that it becomes your enemy, it drags you to the hell. Therefore the yoga system is an attempt to control over the mind. Yoga, Indriya Samyama. Yoga means to control over the mind and the senses. That is yoga. By bodily exercise, there is process, mechanical process, to control over the body and the senses. Because our this stimulation, this condition, material condition is due to my mind. I am desiring in different way. Adanta gobhi visatanta mistam. Adanta means uncontrolled. Go means Indriya. Therefore Goswami, go means senses. One has become the master of the senses. He is called Goswami or Swami. The sannyasi is called Swami because he is supposed to have control over his mind and senses. Because we are being driven to the hellish condition. Adanta gobhi visatam tamistam. Tamistam means the darkness of material world. Adanta means uncontrolled. At the present moment I am sold and put under the control of the mind. I cannot control it. Therefore the mind is dragging me to the darkest region of this material existence. Padanta govi vedanta nusam punah punachar visachar bananam. And what I am doing? Repeating the same thing. Chewing the chewed. Punah punachar visachar bananam. Matinna krishne paratu satova mitovi padveda brihabhratanam. Adanta govi visatanta mittam punah punachar visachar bananam. So if we study all these statements in the Vedic literature, then you come to the light. These are the facts. So human life is meant for this person, understand? It is not meant for imitating or being carried on by the propensity like the animals. The animals have no other business than how to eat, how to sleep, how to have sense enjoyment, and how to be fed. That is animal life. Animals are very much busy. Where is eating? Where I can eat? Where I can eat? Where I can stay? How can I defend? How can I nest? How can I have sex life? These are the complete occupation of the mind and senses of the animal. But in the human form of life, there must be something extra. Therefore we find in human society there is some attempt for understanding God, and that is called religion. Vedasya Sadvai Ameva Vidyam. The Vedas giving instruction. But what is the purpose of Vedas? The purpose of Vedas is to understand God. Atato Brahma Jignasa, the Vedanta Sutta, first verse. The human body should be utilized properly. It is a chance Otherwise, we glide down again into the circle. If we remain in the circle, just like this morning, I was explaining, there is a circle. You begin from here. You are advancing. You are advancing, but if you remain in the same circle, that means advancing when again come to the same point. So by evolutionary process, from aquatic to plant life, to insect life, from insect life to bird life, from bird life to animal life, from animal life to human life, from uncivilized life to civilized life, this is called progress. But if the progress is in the same line, then again we become animal. Again repeated, change, again you become aquatic, again you become tree, again you become insect. This is what. So this is a chance, human form of life is a chance to get out of the circle of repetition of birth and death. Jara marana mokshaya, jara marana mokshaya. This is human. To get out of this circle. We are advancing. That's all right. Advancing the same. The circle means advance you are going. Just like in the world, around the world. You go going eastward, and you come to the west. That is not advancing. That is simply taking labor. Advancing is how to get out of this repetition, birth and death. Very good.
Question. It has been said by others anyway, you'll excuse me to mention other religions, that when one is becoming Christian, his aim after all he'll be going in heaven, or if he's banned he'll be probably in hell. Now this is the aim or probably of getting to one's ability of becoming a good Christian. So what's the idea of Krishna's philosophy?
What is the idea of Krishna philosophy? Just as the Christians believe you go to heaven or hell after this life. What is the idea of Krishna philosophy?
Yeah, the same philosophy. It's not say, come to me, you take it as him. But if you do not go to Krishna, then go to hell. The same thing I was explaining. That this human form of life is the point where you can go to hell or heaven. If you actually make progress, Sattadiham punarjanmanaiti mameti kaunteya, Krishna says, then after giving up this body, you don't come again to this material existence, but you come to me. Material existence means repetition of birth and death. So that is hell. And if you go back to home, back to Godhead, that's right. Then you get free from this repetition of birth and death. Because the Christian idea, either you go to hell or to heaven, that is not bad, that is all right. It is your choice. Either you remain in the cycle of birth and death, or you get out of it, go back to God. That we are preaching our Krishna consciousness. So there is no difference. It may be in different words, but there is no difference. It is a fact that this human form of life is a chance to get out of this birth and death, or going gliding down to hellish life. Now we may have a very nice body, but what is your next life? We do not know. Therefore you have to know. Now I have got this human form of body, I have got higher consciousness to understand. So I should understand what is my heaven and what is my hell. How I go to hell or how I go to heaven. So that statement is nice. The Christian, what did it say, that either you go to hell
or heaven.
or heaven. That's nice.
Swamiji, there is another thing. According to him, or what I understand also, that they said that heaven is somewhere up and hell is somewhere down, like that.
That is also
But
nice.
according to what you have said just now, we can take it also this way, isn't it? That suppose we just become with Krishna by our thinking, our thoughts, even at present, and the places we get, can that be heaven?
Yes.
Because
Those who are in Krishna consciousness,
yes.
they are not in this material world, just like we are.
Mm.
We are not in Kenya. We are with Krishna.
Yeah. So
Therefore we are in Vrindavan.
we are in heaven, isn't it?
Yes?
And those who are suffering, those who haven't got ideas of Krishna, or say those who are having some
No,
sort of
Krishna, God is all pervading. So as soon as you take Krishna consciousness, immediately you are in Krishna. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Mancha vicharini bhakti yogena ja sevate sagunan samapita itan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Krishna says, Mancha vicharini bhakti yogena, unadulterated bhakti yoga. One who is engaged in unadulterated bhakti yoga. Abhyavicharini means unadulterated, pure bhakti. Such person, Manch Abhyavicharini bhakti yogina ja sevate. Sevate means offering service. So, that person, gunan samapita hitan. Samapita means completely being liberated from these three modes of material nature, goodness, passion and ignorance. Then what is this position? Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpati. He is in the transcendental platform of spiritual understanding. Brahma Bhuto Prasannatma Nasosati Natantati Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu Madhubhakti Lavati Param. As soon as one becomes in the transcendental platform of Brahma, then his signs are that he is no longer lamenting and no longer hankering, and he is equal to everyone. Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu Madhubhakti Lavati Param. Such person is eligible to enter into devotional service, or after these stages one is elevated to the devotional service. And what is the effect of devotional service? Bhaktya mam abhijanati javan jaschami tattata. He understands me by this devotional service. Bhaktya, it doesn't say by knowledge, by speculation, by philosophical speculation, or by karma, or by jnana, or by yoga, but he says particularly bhaktya. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. What kind of understanding? Javan Jasami Tapat. As I am actual. So if you want to understand God, what He is actual, then you have to understand Him through bhakti. Bhaktya Mam Vijanati. And when he understands fully, tato mam tato gatva, after understanding it fully, full knowledge, visati tadanantaram, he enters in the spiritual world. And as soon as you enter in spirit, there is a normal life. If you don't enter in the spiritual life, you remain in the material life, then you'll have to accept one body after another. Go on, continue. Bhutta bhutya praliyate. Once he appears, and again he disappears. And that is called samsara, or repetition of birth and death. So, this Krishna consciousness movement is giving person a real light so that he can stop this repetition of birth and death and can go back to home, back to God.
You said that God cannot be approached except through bhakti.
Yes.
What does that mean, bhakti?
Bhakti is 9 kinds of bhakti. Savanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Dhatyam, Sakham, Apanidanam. This Savanam, that you are patiently hearing, this is bhakti. If you don't do anything, if you simply patiently hear and try to understand, your life is bhakti. You don't require any education. God has given you these ears, but you must hear from the real person. If you hear from others, because without bhakta, nobody can give you. Bhaktyama Vijnanati. Unless you become bhakta, you cannot understand God. And if you do not understand God, then what is the use of hearing from you? Therefore so many nonsense are coming. They have no information of God. There is no benefit. But because these boys, these European boys and the American boys are hearing from the right source, they are getting immediately the profit. Because God cannot be understood without bhakti. So, if you hear from a pure bhakta, then you understand God. It doesn't matter what is your state. But if you simply give patience here, savanam, then kirtanam. As soon as you are, just like these boys, they have heard, now they have come out for kirtanam, for glorifying the God. That he is son of a businessman, and I told him that take the business of Mrs. Sharma. He denied. He denied. He has no more taste anymore. This young boy, a businessman's son, an American boy, a rich man's son. Why? Bhakti, Parisanubhava, Virakti, Annatrasya. This is the taste of it. Then he has no more an interest. Virakti, Annatrasya. Immediately they will detest it. What is this nonsense? Just like a hungry man, if you give him food, he'll eat. But when his hunger is satisfied, he'll say, no, I don't. The bhakti is like that. True bhakti, bhaktanam janati. If you understand God, then you say, oh, no more, I'm interested in material. This is it. That's why there is a case of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj, he was very much eager to have the empire of his father, and he wanted to please God to get this benediction. But when, by his penance and austerity, he saw God, he said, oh, I'm fully satisfied. I don't want him. Swami Sita Kusmi Baramna Jati. My dear Lord, I'm completely satisfied. Spiritual understanding means complete satisfaction. You come to a stage when you become completely satisfied. No society, no conflict. There is no more hankering, no more lamentation. Brahma. But if you do not educate people to the spiritual understanding, this hankering and lamentation will continue. I'll give you one example, very practical example. That's why our Indian people came to Africa. That we go to Africa, there is very good field of business. They are hankering. And now there are some inconveniences. They are lamenting. They have improved. Their hankering is fulfilled, but now they are lamenting that we have to leave because we are not citizens. Although they have riches, they have everything. So once hankering and then lamenting, and one lamenting then hankering. This is good. That's like pendulum. Tap, 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 tap. Therefore Krishna says that don't remain in this platform of hankering and lamenting. Come to a platform where there will be no more hankering and lamenting. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam saranam vraj. So that is the business of human form of life. To stop this business of hankering and lamenting. And material life means hankering and lamenting. One hankering and then lamenting. That's what we are telling.
We met this gentleman today at our real estate agent's office.
I see. Oh, you invited them?
Yeah.
That's nice. Very good. Very good. So you try to understand these Krishna concepts and philosophy. Lord Chaitanya's vision was that every part and every corner of the world, this philosophy must be spread. So you are trying to spread this philosophy. You take advantage of it, try to understand it, and then take it. That is our mission.
Yes, I've got a question. Taking into account that we are not these bodies but the soul, what do we understand or say when we dream? You might dream now back probably in the USA and such thing, but you are here. What can we learn from that as far as the soul is concerned?
Dreaming. What is dreaming? How does that relate to the soul?
Dreaming is hallucination. You see? It is the business of the mind. Mind is creating some other body. Just like you are thinking that you have got a body flying in the sky. So even in dream you forget that you have got real body or another body who is lying on the bed. So it is a scientific fact. The mind creates by defined desires, different types of body. That's a fact. And we forget the previous body. Just in dream, when you are dreaming, you forget that you are lying on the bed. You are active in a different way. So similarly, we had our past body, but we have forgotten it. As soon as death means forgetting, we forget our past everything. That is death. That is death. In dreaming, we are also forgetting this body, but because it is not there, we are coming back again this body. And early in the morning we rise up to catch up our duties. Oh, we have to do this, I have to go there, and so on. But at night while dreaming you forget everything. So this dream is another sample of death. Death. And as we are dreaming at night, as this is night dream, this our material life is day dream. It is also dream. Because what we create in the dream, that does not exist. It is not a fact. It exists for a few minutes only. So this dream also exists for a few years, that's all. This is also dream. It is simply for a few years. But who is dreaming? That is spirit soul. So we have to understand, we come to that spiritual platform. That is the real business. Not dreaming either at night or day. That is not real business. Just try to understand. As dreaming at night is for few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or half an hour at most. Then it breaks. Everything is lost. Similarly, this material life is also dreaming for years, say for 50 or 60 or 100 years. Then everything, Mittu, Sarva, Harascha, Aham. Mittu means taking away everything, what you have created by dream. As soon as this body stands, you forget everything. That I was Mr. and such, I was African, I was American, I was these or black or white, everything forward. That's it. So it is also dreaming. And as in dreaming, sometimes we see the tiger has attacked me and I'm crying, or a ghost has come and catching me, or so many things, and crying. Sometimes it happens. But as there is no ghost, no tiger, still you are dreaming that there is ghost, there is tiger. Similarly in this way, in this life also, we are thinking, he's my enemy, he's my friend. This is also dreaming. Nobody is your enemy, nobody is your friend. We are created by dreaming. So we have to get out of this dreaming at night and day and come to the Krishna platform. Then our life is over.
I've got another question. You say that man has got a mind that is higher than animals. That is why man tries to think more about God. Then why is it possible that man should be born, say, as a dog in the next life or something of the sort, if he has already passed this level of animal and has come to, the soul has come to the human society?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of him going back to the animal kingdom?
Because if you live like animals, then you go to animal again. If you live like man, then you keep yourself man. And if you think like God, then you go to God. That is your business. Dīdhāvāṁ prapadanti tāṁ kataiva majāmaham mamo vattvānuvartanti. Is the verse like this. So, if you prepare your life like animal, then you go to the animal kingdom. If you prepare your life like a human being, you remain here in a human society. If you prepare your life godly, you go to God. What is it there? So that is the best benefit. You can prepare your life godly and go back to God. This is a chance. That's like you are in school. If you educate yourself nicely, in future you become very happy. And if you spoil your time, don't take education, and you live in a local. So this human form of life is a chance. Either you remain as human society, or you go back to Godhead, or you go back to animalhood. That is your business. Urdham gachanti sattasva. They are elevated, who are in the modes of goodness. Madhyate santi rajasa. Those who are in the modes of passion, they remain here. Jahanna gunavittisya adho gachanti tamasa. And those make their character Jahanna, must have a mineral. They go to the animal. What is the answer? This is not stereotype. The soul is described in the Vedic literature as sarvada. He can go anywhere. He can go anywhere. Anywhere means he can go up, he can go down, or he can remain as he is, according to his work. Just like, even in this life, I can become illiterate, I can educate, I can become educated, if I try for that. The chance is there. The government is giving equal chance to everyone, but according to his own desire, one is going to the prison house, one is becoming the High Court judge. As it is possible in this life, similarly, next life also, the same thing. You can elevate yourself to godly position, and you can stay in position what you are, and you can degrade yourself.
Got another question. If it is possible for human soul to reincarnate in the body of an animal,
Does that mean that souls are all the same, whether is experiencing life in animal body or in human being body? Does it mean the souls are the same?
Soul is there.
All souls are the same?
Yes. All souls are there. Just like you are soul. You are in a black body. He is a soul. He is in white body. All Indian, all different body. But the soul is the same. It is called dread. Bhasham Sujinnani Bhavihai. The body is dread. Because you are in white shirt and because he is in blue jersey, it does not mean you are different. You are the same. Similarly, we may have different bodies. A tiger may have different body. And a godly man, a saintly man may have different body. But the soul is the same. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Pandita Samadarshina Vidya Vinaya Sampanni Brahmani Gabihastini Smiti Cha Sapati Cha Pandita Samadarshina Vidya Vinaya Sampanna Brahman. According to Vedic civilization, the Brahmin with high learning, Vidya is very gentle. He is considered to be the highest in the human society. The Brahmin, Vidya Vinaya Sampanni, if he falls, he does not make any distinction. Vidya Vinaya Sampanni, Brahmani, Gavi, Hastini, Suniti, Sapati, Panita, Samadarshana. That is funny, that is real life.
Got another question. In the material form, we have got big men, small men, big animals, and small animals. Did you see?
Spiritual form, there is no something.
There is no big soul and small soul.
No big soul, no small soul, all the same size.
Yes, big soul there. Big soul is God.
And apart from God,
A small soul we are. Both of them we are soul. The big soul is God. Just like you and me, we are small souls. So we are dominating over this small body. But God being big soul is dominating over everyone. That is stated in the Bhagavad. Kshetragyan chapi man vidhi sarva kshetresu bharata. Kshetragyan means the body, one who knows the body. Just like I am soul, I know that this is my hand, this is my leg. This is called Kshetragya. Kshetra means this body. Gya means one who knows. So I know everything of my body. Not everything practically, but I know. When I feel pain or pleasure, I can know. But I cannot know what is your pain and pleasure. Therefore, you are the master of your body, I am the master of my body. Krishna says, Kshetragan chapi man vidhi sarva kshetresu bharata. But I am also Kshetragya, I am also present in every body. And that is super soul, a big soul. So there are two souls, big soul and small soul. The small soul, we are, and big soul is God. Big means all-pervading. God knows what you are thinking, what you are feeling. But I cannot know what you are thinking, what you are feeling. There is one small soul, and God is big soul. Just like I may be proprietor of this house, and you may be proprietor of that house, but the state is proprietor of everything. There is the proprietor, the king. Similarly, we are soul, God is soul, Nitya Nityanam, Chaitana Chaitananam. Chaitana means living, Nitya means eternal. We are all living and eternal. God is also living and eternal. But Ekam Bahunam Vidudati Kaman. But that one maintains all the small. The God has provided food for everyone, all living entities. There are hundreds and thousands of living entities other than human beings. They have no business, they have no profession, but they have no economic problem. You may have never seen a bird has died fasting or without food, or elephant has died without food. The elephant eats at a time 100 pounds, but he has got eating arrangement by God. The ant has eating only 1 grain, and it has got also arrangement. So ego bahunam vidudati kaman, that one God, big soul, is maintaining all living entities. These are the basic Indians. And actually we are being maintained by God. He is supplying rain. From rain there is grain, and you are eating grain, therefore you are living.
I've got another question. Well, if I'm not wrong, I think animals like chimpanzee and gorillas, they are considered as...
They are also supplied food by God. Because I have heard that in Africa there are gorillas, and when they live there is a kind of tree, and the fruits of that tree is harder than the iron bullet. Yes, the fruits of that tree, the nut, so hard that you cannot break it by hammering. And the gorillas take it and they chew it by knife. So who has supplied this nut there, where gorillas live? Perhaps you know it. The gorillas in your country, and I have it in the book, that they are supplied with this food. Who is supplying this food? That is God. Eka bhavanam vidudati kaman. Kaman means all things I want. But Krishna is supplying, God is supplying. We require sufficient water. Now there are oceans, there are seas, stock, and the water is salty, so that it may not decompose. And the sun is engaged to evaporate the water and make it cloud and distribute all over the globe. And it is stored on the mountain, just like sand, and it is coming down like pipe, river. Every element is there. Ishavastamidam sarvam. Everything is being controlled by God. Purnamidam, Purnamada, Purnat, Purnam Mudachyati, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Avasishyati. The God's arrangement is complete. You require excessive amount of water. But let's see, the water portion is 3/4. Immense water supply, immense air supply, immense light supply, immense food supply. Simply you are mismanaged. The birds, beasts, animals never feel any scarcity of food. That day I was saying the bird was dancing, the monkey. And they jumping from one tree to another, enough food, there's no problem.
Except for the monkey eating bird.
Huh? that problem must be there. Otherwise, how will you understand that this is a miserable place? However, you may be very expert in making adjustments, your food supply and everything is there. Still there will be trouble. That is called samsara davana. It cannot be happy here. Whatever you make arrangements, you will feel unhappy unless you come to the center. This is the problem.
Got another question. What is the difference between wisdom and knowledge as far as spiritual understanding is concerned?
What is the difference between
The
what?
difference between wisdom and knowledge as far as spiritual understanding is concerned.
What is the difference between wisdom and knowledge?
Wisdom is knowledge. There is no difference.
And which
Knowledge
comes
is
first?
wisdom, wisdom is knowledge. There is no difference.
Which comes first?
Which comes first? It is always existing. Because you are living, there is knowledge. Wisdom you can say mature knowledge. That is knowledge. But wisdom is also knowledge. That's why after experiencing, much experience, you become very wise. So wisdom you can say, the mature knowledge. So this is wisdom. To understand that I am spirit soul, I am part and parcel of God. Therefore my duty is to surrender unto God. He is big soul, I am small soul. He is providing me. Therefore it is my duty to take shelter. This is it. Bhavanam janmanam ante jnanavanam prabhaddhati. After many births of culturing knowledge, when it actually becomes wise, he surrenders unto me. Vasudeva Sarvani, Samaha Sudhri. To understand God is everything. That kind of great soul is very rare. So, yes.
Question, this is a little bit outside our discussion. I understand that somewhere in the Himalayas mountains in India, there is a valley where the source of the saints normally meet.
He says somewhere in the Himalaya mountains there is a valley where the saints meet.
The source of the souls of masters and the saints. The
Well,
holy
no fancy person with me.
No, where they will meet, they'll congregate. Souls of the saintly persons will congregate. You understand that there's a place in the Himalayas where the souls of the saintly persons congregate.
Yeah, that is possible. Right.
What is which things?
That can be possible by Himalaya. Here it can be possible. If you meet together or Krishna consciousness, you are a good soul and gentle person. The gentle person does not mean that he has got something extraordinary. That extraordinary is this wisdom to understand her. That is sensible. So Mahatma, Vasudeva Sarvati, one who knows that God is everything. God is the original cause of everything. He is sensible.
This way.
someone. What is the business of Mahatma? Mahatma Suman Pati Daili Praditi Mahastika Bhajanti Ananda Manasu. Mahatma means he is under the spiritual nature. Daili Praditi Mahastika. And what is the Simcha? Bhajanti Ananda. He has no more business except studying Krishna. He does not want anything. Mahatma Suman Pati Daili Praditi Bhajanti. To give oneself under the protection of spiritual nature means he becomes a devotee. He has not agreed.
I've got another question, this one also. I read in a certain book that, say, first of all, taking into consideration that life exists even in other planets apart from the Earth. Say, in Mars we have got people and more developed than ourselves. I read in a certain book that these people, they normally visit Earth, and they've been seen in many occasions in the USA. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, because I just read it. Those are their
Every time go that planet, they can fly and they can go from one planet to another. That's called Siddhalok. By mystic perfection, yoga, you can do that also. Anima, Lagima, Siddhi. You become light.
Now, this Lord Krishna, is he above? You know, there are the idols worshipped, like cows. Is he above those?
Is Lord Krishna above all other forms of God?
Yes, he is the Supreme God.
And then there is, it would appear there is another God above Krishna.
Then he is not Supreme. If he is Supreme, there cannot be any other God, superior to him.
You know, there are so many gods worshipped.
Not so many, God is one.
Some people worship cattle.
God means, of course, God means controller. So controller, every one of us is a controller, some sort of control. Just as Mr. Patel is controlling his business. He has got many men working under him. You may be an officer, governing men may be working under you. I am also a human being. So many my disciples were working under me. So, if God means controller, that everyone is controlled. That's why everyone is God. But the thing is that we are not supreme control. I am controlling my disciples. But if your government says that you cannot preach here, you go ahead. I have to go. I cannot deny it. Therefore, although I am controller, I am not supreme control. Similarly, Mr. Patel, the controller in his business, hundreds of men working under him. But it's something you have to do like this, otherwise this is like anyone you find he is controller, but he is controlled by somebody else. You take anyone, even your president, he is also controlled by somebody. So nobody is supreme control. When it comes to a point, who is not controlled by anyone, that is all. That is what it is. He is controlling everyone, but he is not controlled by anyone. Then you say, if somebody comes before you and he says, I am God, taste it. Whether you are not controlled by anyone. If you are controlled by somebody else, then you are not God. But the people do not know what is the nature of God. This is the simple nature. If some rascal comes, that I am God, to taste it. And whether you are not controlled by anyone, then you are God. Otherwise the rascal. That is going on. Every day there is coming out a God. What kind of body he is? We don't accept that rascal as God. God is Krishna, because he has never controlled by anyone. That is that. Krishna when as present, you are never controlled by anyone, but he controls everyone. That is God. Masta parataram nana kinki asti dhananga.
So, this word...
God is supreme controller. That is the small definition.
So, Krishna means God.
Krishna means all attractive. He is our full controller.
Or attractive. Or attractive. So, another one, because Krishna is a prophet, another prophet. With a message from God.
Krishna is God.
God.
In other words, Krishna is another name.
Krishna is a name of black.
Yes.
Because we are...
Another name of Krishna, Krishna means black.
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 As you are black. Similarly, Krishna is also black. But that does not mean any black man is God.
Already, when some light is thrown on this thinking, and most of the people over here, they think that when the Indians are showing the respect towards cows, or some illiterate, when they go to the temple, the cows, idols are there, they throw milk and all these so many things of that. People think that we are really worshipping them.
Yes.
So, how far this one thinking is that when we pray, we have got good idols, some donkey, some worship.
Because therefore you have to learn from your spiritual master. You cannot speculate. Tadvijnanatham sa gurum eva abhigate. That's why you are asking me, similarly you have to learn all these things from your spiritual master. Vedic civilization, those are following Vedic civilization, they worship cows. That is necessary. The cow produces miracle food, milk. So if you want to have good brain, then you have to take milk. If you don't want to remain dull, then you have to take milk. Therefore cow protection is necessary. किसी गोरक्षा वाणिज्यम ब्रह्म कर्म सवाहय वैश्य कर्म सवाह. Those who are mercantile people, their business according to Vedic, they should krishi, agriculture. They should be engaged in agriculture and goroksha and protection of the cow. Krishi, goraksha and vanijyam and trade. That is 3 kinds of occupation. So Goroksha is the duty of the mercantile people. Because without milk and grain, how you can live very decently? Therefore, cow protects Goraksha, not tiger Raksha. That is not mentioned. Goraksha. There are many other animals. Why that particular about go, cow? Very significant. Because unless you have sufficient milk supply, you cannot have nourishing food and you cannot develop good bread. Therefore it is necessary.
Most essential animal. That's why more respect is made.
In the prayers of Krishna, it is said, Namo Brahmanna Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya. Why especially the cow's name is there. And Krishna, when he was present on this planet, he remained like a cow as boy in his childhood. Give protection to the cow. So it is the essential part of civilization.
We protect all animals.
He protected?
All animals.
Are you asking, did he protect all animals? Question is, did he protect all animals or just cows?
Yes, everyone. Jagat Bhitaya,
All living animals.
all in the whole world. But first preference is cows and the Brahmins. Because without Brahminical culture and sufficient supply of milk, that is not human civilization.
In watching with cattle, you think that there is nothing wrong, but Mr. Lord Krishna doesn't consider it wrong to worship cow.
Krishna doesn't consider it wrong to worship the cow.
No, he personally worships cow.
He himself was very pleased with it.
To show the example,
He used to take them for grazing even.
yes.
So the actual doctrine, you will not kill a cow. Because
The question was, would we kill a cow?
yeah.
Would we kill a cow?
Who?
Would we,
Means?
Krishna for
the devotees of, would the devotees of Krishna kill a cow?
Who? No devotees of Krishna kill cow.
A devotee of Krishna would not kill a cow.
No. They would kill nobody. Krishna's devotee will not kill even an ant, but to speak of cow. Cow is most important.
Then would it be possible for if Krishna doctrine had a big influence, would it be possible for it to influence the government not to kill people for their mistakes, but lead them to God or lead them to Krishna?
Exactly.
I couldn't hear.
Would it be possible to influence the government
Yeah.
not to kill people for their mistakes, but to leave it to Krishna, to leave it to God, to punish those?
Well, at the present moment, no government is perfect. But no government is allowed to kill a cow. That's a fact. Why the government kill cow?
The people accept. Those powerful government is made of people. And if they are Krishna conscious, or if they are conscious,
They will not kill cow.
they won't kill. So it will automatically stop. No, but gospel should reach them.
We want that. That you become all Krishna conscious and stop this slaughter.
Do you think that you ask not to kill a cow, is it accepted everywhere in India?
Is it accepted everywhere in India?
Even the government?
And India is also killing cow because they have degraded.
What? They have some things
There's cow killing is going on also in India. But
it's not so much.
No, they're making business, government.
But killing cow.
Ready?
Yeah.
India, there was government. When Maharaj Parikshit was going on his tour, he saw that one man was attempting to kill a cow. He immediately took his sword. Who are you? You are trying, attempting to kill a cow in my kingdom. That was cow protection. Why? I'm not going to. Keep it there in my water. What I can eat. Don't
Keep it in the room there.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
In the times of Shivaji.
Even we get history during Mohammedan rule, there is no slaughter. There is no slaughter. The Mohammedans ruled over India for 800 years, but there was not a single slaughterhouse. The slaughterhouse introduced by the British government
In India.
India. The Mohammedans sometimes used to kill cow, but that is in the masjid during their Bakrid ceremony, not daily. That was very secretly. The Mohammedan king, emperor knew that it is hard the Hindu sentiment. They did not allow publicly. It was the creation of the British government to encourage. And our leaders, they are made in London. And they advocated, yes, whatever is introduced by Britishers, it is all nice.
On that question, Mohammedan read the Bible, informed his religion. Which book did the Krishna read to come to this state, or just dreamt of the state?
This says other religions that have their book, which book does Krishna have? He thinks that Krishna dreamed of the religion, or it came to him.
What is that?
This is the Mohammedans having a book like that. Quran was published by the Bible.
Oh,
He translated the Bible. What book, or what was the foundation of Krishna belief? By all the Christians. Gita.
what is that?
He says that Mohammedans, they translated the Bible and then they made the Quran as the holy book. Yeah. From where they take their all the source of their knowledge and all these things, inspiration. Now the people say Krishna conscious people, From what they get their source of inspiration? From which book or...
No, where from the Bible got that inspiration? That's all, let me know. As you say, that the Muhammad and Quran was taken from Bible. Anyway, you say. So where from the Bible was taken?
From where the Bible was taken? So the Bible was, as we read, was founded by prophets. Right.
As the Quran has a history, the Bible has a history also.
So,
What is that history? What is that history? Where from the Bible was inspired?
Disciples from prophets of God, right from different times. Actually, the Bible was written by the Christians. The old
So similarly, the Quran has been taken from Bible, and the Bible is from the disciples of God, then what is the wrong in the Quran?
Oh, yes. No, we wanted to know whether there was, because Lord Christina, how was his faith founded? Where did he get his faith from?
Religion. The original religion is founded by God.
But what's the root of it?
God is the root of it. Because God's part and parcel have come to the material world to enjoy. So God has given that all right, you have come here to enjoy. You enjoy in this way, then you will, in due course of time, you will again come back to me.
So God spoke to Lord Christina.
Whom he spoke, that is different thing.
Oh, he got
This is the
He
principle.
said, did God speak through Lord Krishna?
They didn't speak to Moses.
No,
God
no.
speak through Lord
So
Krishna.
Lord Krishna is God himself. Not true, but he is Lord.
So he could start out with God. No, he's God. He's God himself. Probably the one Krishna. Does it mean God? Krishna. As it is said a few minutes ago, that Krishna means all attractive. All attractive. Yes. That means that anything that is bad, anything that is attractive, that is evil. Oh, it's God. God. But its other meaning also says Krishna means black as well. Oh, but then Krishna has got thousands of names. He tells the disciples, see the God as it is in this kind, isn't it? Yeah. So why does he got those names? But Krishna, because it is abstract. All the meanings, you see. So that is the common name. If now I go to my uncle, you can translate as you see Krishna, as you feel. You can give a name. Something good or something nice. Am I right?
Srila Prabhupada has not said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
How is that?
The question was that it was said that God has many names, but He's unlimited. So the question was, well, does it mean that one can just have any name, and that becomes the name of God? One can make up any name? Because
Any name must have some meaning.
You know how it feels about God. Say if there is something very good, say you make a word which is
Not any name is God, but God has many names. Try to understand.
because according to
God is unlimited, so He has got unlimited names, but not that any name is God. Try to understand.
it's just like sun.
Huh?
Say sun we call him in English we call sun. In our language we call it Surya. Somebody might be calling something else, but it is the same thing. How one feels
Either you call sun or Surya, the object is the same. Similarly, any name which clarifies God, that is God's name. That is Krishna, all attractive. If this all attractive name is applicable to God, then it is God's name. Otherwise Krishna means black. That is another meaning. But if God is not all attractive, then how he can be God?
So, if we give you any name which is attractive to mean God, that's God.
Yeah.
If you give any name which is attractive,
Well, it's not attractive, but any name which
has the quality of
God.
the sunshine.
Is there a
Then
difference?
you,
But sunshine is not enough.
Is there a difference between attractiveness and holiness?
Is there a difference between attractiveness and holiness?
Well, unless one is not holy, how you can be all attractive? Unholy, how you can be attractive? Is a rogue attractive? Is a thief attractive?
My personality is there, but not in the heart.
A thief is attractive by his personality, but not by his heart. So he's not fully attractive.
But still, you cannot worship a thief.
No, I can do it.
A thief may be attractive to a certain person, but he is not all attractive. One who is thief, he can appreciate a big thief. That is another thing. But a thief is not all attractive. Then, if somebody says, one thief is coming to your home at night, oh, he becomes really visible to a...
But Krishna can become a thief and be attractive.
That is another thing.
Other qualities as well.
I can come at night.
Krishna is so qualified, just like the moon. There are spots in the moon. Nobody considers about the spots. Everyone takes moon, oh, here is moon. Nobody is considering. Because he those of Gunisani Pate, Krishna has no fault. Even you take it as fault. One who has got many qualities, a little fault, even there is, it is not taken account of. Tijyosana dusaya. Just like the sun. The sun is absorbing water from seas and oceans. And he is also absorbing water from your urine. So nobody is taking account. Ah, sun is taking water from the urine. He will become purified. By sun's touch, the urine becomes purified. Even there is something faulty. By Krishna's touch, it becomes purified. That's what is all about. The same example. The sun is absorbing water from the urinal. Is sun polluted? Can you say, sun is taking water from the urine, that becomes polluted? Can you say that? Tijyosana dusaya. Therefore anyone who is very powerful, he has no fault. Even if you find some fault in it, there is no fault actually. But even if you think that it is fault, there is not taken. Surya, by absorbing urine, it is making purified that place. But if you say, oh, the sun is evaporating urine, It has become polluted. That is your shortness of understanding. That Surya is purifying that place. Very well done.
How many years is when Christina came into this world?
How long ago did Krishna come into this world?
5,000 years.
500 years.
5,000.
5,000 years.
5,000 of years.
So, 2,000 years.
3,000 BC.
3,000 BC. No, Christina. Not Christina. Sorry. This was Krishna attending school or any society before he became a god.
Did Krishna attend any school or any society before he became a god?
No.
He was born.
He was God from his childhood, from his babyhood,
He was born
since he is born.
like Jesus.
Rather,
He's like Jesus.
but I don't think Jesus was tried from the very beginning. He was given the title when he was perfect. He was given the title Christ when he was perfect.
Lord about it.
When he was baptized?
Well, I do not know much about Jesus Christ.
That Lord Krishna exists now.
Now, first of all, we are speaking of the philosophy of God. When you understand the philosophy of God, then you can.
Well, I have one, please.